What's up, Can I Scope fam? Get ready, because the news cycle is absolutely electric, and we've got the hottest updates dropping right now. You don't want to miss this, buckle up for the breakdown. First, a seismic shift in the digital economy is here. Then, we're diving into a token that exploded onto the scene, causing major waves. We've also got the latest on that same token's incredible surge and the wild ride it's been on. And finally, another look at this digital asset's impact and the buzz it's creating. Stick around, you need to see this. Subscribe, hit that notification bell, and let's get into it. A new economy emerges. Kanye West has officially entered the cryptocurrency arena, launching a new digital asset named YZY. This move signifies a bold step into building a decentralized financial ecosystem, with YZY intended to be the foundational currency. The announcement, made via Twitter, also revealed the contract information for the YZY token, alongside a link to the official website, YZY.com. The project aims to empower users by giving them control over their financial rights, moving away from centralized authorities. This ambitious vision positions YZY not just as a cryptocurrency, but as the cornerstone of a new economic model. The tokenomics of YZY are designed with a total supply of 1 billion tokens. Of this total, 10% is earmarked for liquidity provision, and 20% is allocated for public distribution. The remaining 70% of the token supply is designated for YZY Investments LLC, with plans for phased release to mitigate the impact of early sell-offs and promote stability. This allocation strategy suggests a long-term commitment to the project's development and controlled market entry. Currently, YZY has established trading pairs with USDC on the Solana ecosystem's liquidity management platform, Meteora. To enhance security and prevent malicious activities like sniper attacks, the project has implemented a sophisticated contract deployment strategy. A total of 25 YZY contract addresses have been deployed, with only one being the official, randomly selected contract. This significantly reduces the probability of identifying the correct contract address, thereby protecting investors from potential exploits. Furthermore, the project leverages Jupiter Lock for the on-chain locking and management of YZY token distribution, adding another layer of security and transparency to the token's lifecycle. The official website clarifies that YZY, YPay, and YZY Card are distinct entities, each serving a unique purpose within the broader YZY money ecosystem. YZY is the core token, YPay is envisioned as a payment processor, and YZY Card is a physical or virtual card for global spending. This structured approach aims to create a cohesive and functional financial ecosystem. The market's reaction to YZY's launch has been dramatic. The market capitalization of the YZY token surged from approximately $200 million to a peak of $3.1 billion shortly after its release, before settling around $2 billion. This explosive growth initially sparked concerns about the security of Kanye West's Twitter account, with some community members suspecting a hack. However, the official launch of the YZY token on the Moonshot platform and West's subsequent confirmation via a video post on Twitter helped to quell these suspicions. The project's connection to Kanye West's personal brand is undeniable, blending celebrity influence with the burgeoning world of cryptocurrency. This fusion highlights the powerful impact of celebrity endorsements in the crypto space, while also drawing attention to the inherent controversies and risks associated with such ventures. This is not Kanye West's first foray into crypto. He previously announced plans for a meme coin called YZY in February 2025, intended as the official currency for his YZY brand, and has publicly stated his engagement with crypto education. The launch of this official YZY token solidifies his presence in the digital asset market. Community sentiment has been mixed, with excitement about the potential of a new celebrity-backed ecosystem, tempered by caution regarding the speculative nature of cryptocurrencies. Analysts emphasize that the long-term value of YZY will depend on its actual utility, such as its integration into YZY product purchases, sustained community support, and YZY execution capabilities. Investors are urged to be wary of the fan filter, that can lead to irrational decisions, to fully recognize the volatility of the cryptocurrency market, and to approach such speculative projects with caution. Transition. This rapid ascent has certainly captured everyone's attention. But what happens when a token's value skyrockets, and what are the specific risks involved? Explosive launch, lingering doubts. Kanye West's foray into the cryptocurrency market, with the launch of his YZY token on the Solana blockchain, has sent shockwaves through the digital asset space. The token experienced an unprecedented surge in its early minutes, catapulting its market capitalization from around $200 million to an astonishing $1.88 billion in just 10 minutes. At its zenith, YZY briefly touched a $3 billion valuation before stabilizing around $1 billion. This meteoric rise was accompanied by an influx of over $120 million in liquidity into the trading pool within moments of its debut, a clear indicator of the intense speculative interest it generated. The market's reaction has been likened by observers to the peak euphoria of a bull market, a sentiment that had been largely absent in recent times. However, this rapid ascent has also been a magnet for skepticism. Comparisons have been drawn to Donald Trump's recently launched token, which similarly reached a $10 billion market cap in a mere 2 days, and to past projects that ultimately failed. Analysts caution that such hype-driven tokens are often characterized by sharp, significant corrections once the initial wave of excitement inevitably subsides. Several critical concerns have surfaced regarding the launch. Reports suggest that certain insider wallets were pre-funded and had the opportunity to acquire substantial amounts of YZY before the public could participate. This early access provides a considerable advantage to these select individuals over retail investors. Furthermore, the structure of the liquidity pool has raised eyebrows. It currently consists solely of YZY without any stablecoin, such as USDC, to provide a stable backing. This arrangement bears a striking resemblance to the cautionary tale of the Libra token, where liquidity was swiftly withdrawn from the pool, leaving later investors exposed to severe losses. The project's foundation appears to rest on a lack of a clearly defined roadmap or utility beyond its novelty as a celebrity-endorsed asset. While an anonymous X account, Bagscane SOL, is reportedly behind the project, there has been no official confirmation from Kanye West himself. This account has indicated that West would benefit from 100% of trading volume royalties, and that initial transactions had already generated $50,000. However, the absence of transparency concerning the project's governance and its long-term strategic vision leaves much to the realm of speculation. Market analysts, such as Gracie Chen, have observed a broader trend of creators utilizing tokenization as a direct means of audience engagement. Nevertheless, the current architecture of YZY seems to lack the essential components for sustained viability. Without a concrete use case or a robust economic model, the token remains an inherently speculative asset, highly susceptible to fluctuations in market sentiment. Currently, YZY is experiencing a cooldown from its peak valuation, with its market cap decreasing from $3 billion to approximately $1 billion. This pattern is consistent with the typical life cycle of celebrity-backed tokens, where early investors often cash in on the initial frenzy before exiting their positions. For everyday investors, the prevailing advice is to approach YZY with extreme caution. Investing at inflated prices could lead to substantial financial setbacks once the hype dissipates and liquidity tightens. The launch of YZY underscores the increasing convergence of celebrity culture and blockchain technology. However, it also serves as a potent reminder of the inherent volatility and risks associated with projects fueled primarily by hype. Whether YZY will follow the path of a short-lived pump-and-dump scheme or manage to evolve into a more substantial entity remains to be seen. Prudent investors are advised to meticulously monitor developments and thoroughly assess the associated risks before committing any capital. Transition. This rapid influx and subsequent cooling-off period highlight the volatile nature of the crypto market. But what does this mean for the broader trend of celebrity involvement in digital assets? Riding the Solana wave, YZY's meteoric rise. Kanye West, now embracing the name Ye, has officially launched YZY, a memecoin built on the Solana blockchain, marking a significant entry into the digital currency landscape. This initiative is positioned as the linchpin of a comprehensive financial ecosystem known as YZY Money. This ecosystem is slated to include YPay, a payment processing service focused on cryptocurrency, and the YZY Card, a tool designed to facilitate transactions using both YZY and USDC. The token's debut was met with considerable market enthusiasm, propelling its market capitalization to a peak of $3.2 billion before it settled back down to approximately $1.3 billion amidst intense speculative activity and general market volatility. The distribution strategy for YZY tokens is multifaceted, encompassing public allocations, reserves for liquidity, and vested tranches managed via Jupiter, JUP, lock, a recognized audited protocol within the Solana network. To foster a more equitable launch, the project incorporated an anti-sniping mechanism. This involved deploying 25 distinct contract addresses, with only one being randomly designated as the official YZY contract. The intention behind this measure was to thwart the advantage typically gained by automated bots that attempt to front-run token launches. Despite these preventative measures, several blockchain analytics experts observed irregular patterns post-launch. According to LookInChain, certain insider wallets seemingly possessed advanced knowledge of the correct contract address, enabling them to acquire YZY tokens prior to the public sale. One particular wallet reportedly attempted to purchase YZY a full day before the official launch, raising significant questions about the fairness of the initial trading environment. YZY is accessible for trading on Solana's Meteora platform, with liquidity provision managed through the project's publicly disclosed pool. The token experienced dramatic price fluctuations on its inaugural day, mirroring the inherent speculative nature of cryptocurrency projects backed by celebrities and the broader volatility characteristic of the memecoin sector. The YZY token's astonishing price appreciation, reportedly a staggering 6,807.56% shortly after its launch, underscores the immediate and intense interest generated by the token. Anecdotal evidence from investors has surfaced, including a Reddit user who claimed to have transformed an initial investment of $570 into $250,000 within a week. These accounts vividly illustrate the speculative fervor surrounding the launch, especially considering the prevailing bearish sentiment in the wider crypto market at the time. Kanye West himself actively promoted the token on social media platforms, emphasizing its pivotal role in establishing a whole new economic system. The project's commitment to transparency is further evidenced by the public release of its contract address. Additionally, platforms like Gate Alpha have introduced incentives, such as a $20,000 prize pool and alpha points, specifically designed to encourage participation, particularly from novice investors. The launch of YZY is emblematic of a growing trend where celebrities leverage memecoins on Solana to capture audience attention and generate buzz. While the token's short-term performance has been undeniably impressive, its long-term sustainability and success are intrinsically linked to the development and widespread adoption of the broader YZY Money ecosystem. Transition. This surge is a clear indicator of the power of celebrity endorsements in the crypto world. But how does this trend intersect with the broader market dynamics and investor sentiment? Kanye's YZY coin ignites FOMO, ushering in crypto's celebrity era. Kanye West, also known as Ye, has officially launched YZY, a memecoin rooted in the Solana blockchain, as a central component of his ambitious YZY Money initiative. This comprehensive project encompasses the YZY token itself, a payment processing service named YPay, and a global spending card, the YZY Card, designed to facilitate transactions with digital assets worldwide. The token's distribution model allocates a significant 70% to YZY investments, with 10% designated for liquidity and the remaining 20% available for public acquisition. To preempt market manipulation, the project has implemented anti-sniping mechanisms, including the use of 25 contract addresses, from which only one official contract is randomly selected. The immediate aftermath of YZY's launch was characterized by considerable volatility. The project's debut was amplified by a surge in public interest, significantly fueled by West's influential celebrity status and the prevailing positive momentum within the broader cryptocurrency market. The release of the YZY token aligns perfectly with the recent surge in popularity of cryptocurrencies endorsed by celebrities, a trend notably exemplified by Donald Trump's earlier memecoin launch in January. However, despite the initial wave of enthusiasm, the YZY token has also attracted a degree of caution from certain investors. Concerns regarding its potential to become a pump-and-dump scheme have been voiced, particularly within online communities. Redditors on forums like r/good_sub have issued stark warnings, pointing out that projects associated with celebrities often exhibit patterns of hype-driven speculation. In these scenarios, early investors tend to profit significantly, while those who join later often face substantial losses. Such sentiments reflect a wider skepticism towards memecoins, which are inherently tied to cultural trends and social media influence rather than established financial fundamentals. The overarching vision for the YZY money ecosystem is to establish a decentralized financial system. Through YPay, the initiative aims to reduce transaction fees for merchants by enabling payments through both traditional credit cards and cryptocurrencies. The YZY Card, intended for global spending of YZY and USDC, represents a concrete effort to bridge the gap between digital assets and the practicalities of everyday commerce. Nevertheless, the widespread adoption of these services is contingent upon building consumer trust and navigating the complexities of regulatory clarity, both of which remain uncertain elements in the rapidly evolving crypto landscape. The launch of YZY occurs during a period of heightened interest in the cryptocurrency market, which has seen its overall valuation climb to $4 trillion. This growth has been partly propelled by high-profile endorsements and the continuous integration of blockchain technology into mainstream financial systems. However, the performance of comparable projects, such as Trump's memecoin, which has experienced a notable decline in value since its inception, serves as a stark reminder of the market's inherent volatility and unpredictability. Investors are strongly advised to approach such speculative assets with a high degree of caution and a thorough understanding of the associated risks. Transition. This wave of celebrity involvement is reshaping the crypto landscape. But what's next for these high-profile digital assets, and where do they stand in the current market? All right, that's a wrap on today's rapid-fire rundown. We saw Kanye West launch his YZY cryptocurrency, causing a massive market surge. Then, we dove into the details of that explosive Solana launch, highlighting the rapid gains and inherent risks. We also explored the incredible surge of YZY on Solana and the speculative frenzy it created, before looking at how Kanye's YZY coin is fueling the celebrity crypto era. Don't miss out on any of the action. Hit that like button, smash subscribe, ring the notification bell, drop a comment below with your thoughts, and follow us on all our socials for more breaking news. We'll see you next time.